That song stuck in my head now. I love it. I'm not upset about it. The last song I was on the last video, the times. So in love are we two that we don't know what to do. So in love. And the harmonies on it. That's what I love about doo-wop. I love doo-wop. Because I love the harmonies. At the Marcel's. Oh, yeah. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. And the harmonies of the elegance. Where are you? Oh, rat-a-tat. Ta-da-too. That's one of my favorites when I was a kid. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. I just was, yeah, I was born too late. I liked all the, Tommy Edwards. Love. Many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game. Boo doo 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 doo. And Brooke Benton, and I grew up in the wrong time. When it was the '70s, and they were all resisting that stuff. I think the resistance was because of the bullshit and the hypocrisy. But I don't think beautiful music had to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird, but when people react angrily and violently, it's because they're reacting to hypocrisy. Right. I watched the Morgan Freeman thing about why do we have evil and stuff. Evil comes from selfishness and trying to contain infinite glory through our finite perception. And original sin is losing faith in God and then trying to turn God into our finite perspective, our finite delusions. What if I die? What if my kids die? What if they kill me off the face of the planet? They'll have no life. I'll have no legacy. That kind of crap. Like when they looked in the pyramid, and it's like that's just people projecting their egos on themselves because they don't do that for everybody. In Egypt, only for the hoity-toities that serve the hoity-toities of the hoity-toities. Right? They don't give a fuck what happened to the people that got killed to be servants to the hoity-toities in their heaven or hell, right? Or wherever, whatever. When the king or the pharaoh and his wife would die, they would kill 5,000 people to serve them. Okay? In heaven. According to, not concerned about if the girl was 16 years old and was in love with a handsome, sweet guy who was strong and protecting. They didn't care. Then he would probably want to be killed and say, I want to be one of the protectors so they could live in this magic place. Like the people that took the Kool-Aid that were going to get on the comet and, shit, and the arsenic Kool-Aid in San Diego and stuff, because it's bad thinking. And so when they had the guy that he's pure evil because he raped the 12 women and killed 3 of them, they said, he can't compete with jocks and super soldiers. The one dude that when they interviewed the dude that's the sniper, he talks the same way the guy who was the rapist, only because he did it to maintain the status quo for rich people. He was a goddamn fucking hero. Okay. And so since he can't do it as efficiently taking on other men, he takes his aggressions out on women because he can't be as sexy as and efficient as Tom Brady or LeBron James or Chris Hemsworth, right? So you got to understand, that's why Judy says, don't compare. And then when they had the Hindus, guys, your parents, the reason why they see it's perpetual. It's like the whole things that happens in West Africa, is that the demons of your ancestors haunt you because your demons accepted money as reality. Okay, it's not reality. Okay, and then as far as the devil, the thing is the devil, the holy jihad. Jesus said that too. The devil isn't a magical force. Well, the holy jihad is the struggle within, selfish and unfaithful, or faithful and understanding. Now, since life is eternal and grace is omnipotent, when you understand and obey natural laws, then you maintain life. If you're not, what happens is people aren't happy because they want to be great. They're not sexy enough. They're not intelligent enough. That's when you compare. If you eliminate economic conflict, if you eliminate sexual comparisons and conflict, singing is something that we do just to enjoy. Okay. Once we have, like me and that one lady talked about it at Walmart, with the whole thing and having public domain. And then people can go back, like Marty Robbins said, and Dad and me were listening to it the other day. Impossible by Perry Como. It's the piano, his voice. I mean, yeah, it's a limerick. I'd gladly sell my soul and not regret it. For to live without your love, it's just impossible. It's impossible to ask a baby not to cry. It's just impossible. And the music's, they got orchestra with the best musicians and the piano, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous, right? And if I had you, could I ever ask for more? It's just impossible, right? And Marty Robbins said that. He said, till the end of time, when people listen to music, they'll listen to that and say, that's always going to be beautiful, okay? Perry Como's Impossible is lovely, right? It's absolutely lovely. These seminal things remind me of you. Ella Fitzgerald, okay? You go listen to that, you'll be like, damn, okay? Damn that woman, damn, you're like, damn, okay? It's so good, okay? The stockings thrown aside, and the song that Crosby sings, boo, 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 boo. These silly things remind me of you. And she's so her voice is just, it's beautiful, right? It's always going to be, okay? But we don't need to compare. If you can't sing like Ella Fitzgerald, if you don't have a butt like Beyonce, it's a big deal, okay? If you're not living the Lord's Prayer, you're not living the faith of Psalms, you're not living the wisdom of Proverbs to sustain that faith, okay, then you're just being ugly when you ask for a lot of money to be a Sixa goddess or whatever. I don't know. It's fucking crazy, right? And so you guys have to understando, el comprehendo, el mio. Okay? And these advertising commercials, is that the Watson kid? I don't know, with the Djokovic guy. Okay. Now, guys, remember when the dude from 30 Rock and what's his name? Blake Griffin, because Blake Griffin was into the Clippers. He's all the rage because they were winning and possibly challenging for championships, but he always kept getting hurt. Okay, he was the comedy baby. He was the one that, he was for years. And then he kept getting hurt, and then he lost his cred, and then here comes the new kid, right? And then there's a new kid in town. I don't want to hear it. There's a new kid in town. I don't want to hear it, right? So there's so many things you should have told her, but night after night you're willing to hold her. Just hold her tears on your shoulder. It's a good song, right? I love that song. But, guys, okay. I don't know why they put that thing on National Geographic 2 years ago. But obviously Earl's videos are far better than these corporations pretending to, oh, this is my religion. It's an inherent thought process. It obviously has limericks and fallacies. Okay, and then people, well, here's this, that. No, there's no mystical, magical, no. You're going to be affected by group thought processes and continual acts of thinking and things like that. But there is no mystical power, okay, that is God, and there is no mystical power that is the devil. Okay, that's all just stuff put in there by the people to manipulate the narrative so they can feel like they're in control, and you'll never have the rapture, oh happy day, and do you see what I'm saying? You'll never have it. It'll always be something they'll be, because it won't fulfill the narrative. Okay, it's just and then you guys are all acting like Borat's brother and sister. You'll never get this. One day he broke out that kaiju and he got that right. And nobody loves my neighbor so and so. It made me watch that movie. It was terrible, but I couldn't help it. It made me laugh really hard, especially when you opened that right-wing television church or with that right-wing, with the senator and you mean Jesus even loved my neighbor so-and-so, but nobody likes my He had me laughing so hard, me and Amy almost cried. Sacha Baron Cohen's an ass, but he can be very funny. But that's because you're all broken. And those jokes will be less funny when we're living the Lord's Prayer. And you're like, what was wrong with these people? They were just fucking crazy. Okay, guys? I love you. I'm going to go finish watching the basketball game and then give me some sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. Technology gets better here. If you don't believe that,